like you're in an argument. So, hey, hello, how are you? Are you doing well? Oh, that's great to hear. I am doing pretty good myself. I read out on the front porch for the first time, which was awesome. I have a porch swing now. I'm a porch swing person. And when I went out this morning, I was reading Misery by Stephen King. I am absolutely loving this book. I will say there is some ways of Stephen King's writing that I'm not a particular fan of, but I also know these words and these thoughts are being said by a male character, because I don't feel like there's quite a few people that I wouldn't think would say certain kinds of words, such as referring to a character using mouth to mouth and referring it to as R-A-P-E, her errand to me, R-A-P-E-D. Not a fan of that. And so there's some wordplay that I'm just not into, which honestly with Stephen King that's to be expected, but I do have to say that the suspense and the thrills of it all are pretty good. I'm still really early into it, so I know there's going to be quite a lot more to get into, but I'm enjoying it. Yeah, I really like the movie. The movie that is based on this book is one of my favorite movies, and it's the favorite book from the year that I was born, 1990. So I think I was just kind of had this initial it's hard for me to not compare the two, but they are so far really close together. But I do think that the book is going to be a lot more brutal than the movie was, and if you've seen the movie, you know it can get pretty brutal. The second book I've been reading today is a book that I own by John Dickson Carr. If you are unaware of who John Dickson Carr is, he's often considered the father of the locked room mystery. He is a true master of his craft, and it is the first book by John Dickson Carr. It's a Paris mystery, so the book is set in France, and it follows a detective as he solves or investigates a case. His name is Inspector Benculin, and they're just dealing with this particular case that happened in a Paris salon. Now, there's something that really stood out to me while I was reading this, is that there's a part where he refers to this thing as an American bar, an American club, and it is a jazz club. And I thought, you know, that's really interesting, because when you look back at things or you see things in Paris, you see how a lot of the Black communities work, and what they've, well, essentially everything that they've done has inspired not only others within the country but in other countries. And so that's cool to see. They're just hearing them talk about a jazz club, and I don't know, I'm not very far in. I'm at the beginning of it, but there's just this sense of definitely a book of its time, but I can still like see it now. And there's some interesting stuff that I've just already heard, and so I'm excited, very interested to get into more. This little part in the back, it says, a brooding locked room mystery in the gathering dusk of the French capital. So I'm excited to read this. I also have other works by John Dickson Carr, some of which I've read, some of which I haven't, but he used to be out of print, and I do think I got this at a local bookstore here, not a used bookstore, and I believe that, that means that they've started publishing his work again, which is important. I find it so weird that his stuff ever went out of print, because he really is an influence on a lot of modern mystery writers and mystery writers that came before, Agatha Christie among others. I can't imagine, I don't know, like, this is not the first. I actually have what is considered the first locked room mystery, or what we know to be the first locked room mystery. But John Dickson Carr was the person that really brought it to the forefront and made it its own little subgenre of mysteries. So if you are a lover of mysteries and you've never checked out John Dickson Carr, I highly recommend it. There are quite a few. There are a few books that I'm also reading at the moment. It Walks by Night by John Dickson Carr was not one that I intended to pick up, but I ended up seeing it on my shelf when I was just organizing a little bit, and I thought, why the hell not? I just really love this. Like, look at this cover. Like, that is a gorgeous freaking cover. And so I decided to pick it up. I was just really feeling a mystery, and I do have my year of Rest and Relaxation by Otesha Moshfegh. I started that a little bit ago. I didn't get very far because I've just had like some books from the library, and you know how I'm a massive mood reader, and I've just really been enjoying it. I've really been enjoying it. And I didn't even get that far into it. I feel like such a fool sometimes when I'm like, oh, I'm really enjoying it, and then like 2 pages in. The next book that I will be reading that I haven't read yet is Well Played? Yes. Well Played by Jen DeLuca. It's the second book in the Ren Fair series. There is a 4th coming out soon. It's not out yet, is it? I don't think it's out. but it will be out. And I really enjoyed Well Met. Well Met is probably one of my favorite my favorite romance books, rom-coms. I'm really excited that I decided to pick it up. I found it at the library and I was like, oh great. Read it, and then I got Well Played, and I really want to read all of them in that series. And then I might get them because there was definitely it's like the Well Met is like a really good comfort book. So I think I'll definitely be getting that.
Why do they call it ARTK?
Yeah, because you know how, like, that's a statistic, like, if 8 out of 10 cats does this,
Oh, okay.
that's just kind of what it is, and it's like, it has a ring to it.
Hello and welcome to the
Hey guys, I have not read as much today as I initially planned to do so, but that's perfectly fine. I had some errands that I need to do, and I also got to spend quite a bit of time with my mom and Miss Lemon, but I am laying down now to read some more, and I'm currently reading Otessa Moshfegh's My Year of Rest and Relaxation, and I heard about this book from... I can't remember where I heard of it first, but ever since I heard about it that time, I've come across it quite a few times, and I wasn't sure if it would be something that I'd want to pick up, if I'd like, but I began reading it, just like checking out a few pages to see if that would be something I'd want to read, and I really was intrigued by the premise, intrigued by the atmosphere. If you're unfamiliar with what My Year of Rest and Relaxation is about, it is about a wealthy young woman who's in a very depressed state, I would say, and her irresponsible psychiatrist gives her a lot of sleeping medication, and she ends up taking it to basically hibernate for the year, which, to be completely honest, I would love to be able to sleep for a whole year. I think pretty much everybody deserves it right now, especially just to kind of like take some time, sleep if you want to sleep during winter, or sleep during summer, sleep during both of those, and just be awake for the spring and fall seasons like I do. That would be cool. I'm kind of upset, and I think it's rude that we as human beings don't get to hibernate like our bear friends, but that's fine. I'll just be living vicariously through her. But ooh, why do I say butt all the time when I don't need to? Anyways, it is an interesting read so far. I'm still at the beginning parts, and I'm constantly saying and thinking, girl, you deserve better. Girl, you are better than this. And to be honest, same. I tell myself that all the time too. Have you read My Year of Rest and Relaxation? What are your thoughts on it? So tonight I have read approximately 40 or so pages of My Year of Relaxation, and I definitely I definitely think that Otessa Moshfegh's writing is for me. Hearing a little bit about her, I thought I'll give it a check. I don't know if it would really be for me, but I'm loving it because it's easy to read, and it's easy to get hooked on as well. even though the main character, whose name I always forget, like I know her friend's name is Riva, but she's very privileged, and she knows she's beautiful. She has her now dead parents' money. She, I think, tries to be, or has tried to be normal, like a working person. It's not something that really works out for her, and it's just interesting seeing this character who's not necessarily likable, but I feel as if, like, some of my worst traits, and I feel like other people might feel the same way, or tell me if you feel this about any other book where there's a character who you see some of your worst traits in, and or just some negative traits of yours, and seeing that character makes them one of your favorite characters. I've definitely heard some people say that, but I'm just interested, like, what is a character for you that's like that? I don't know, but I'm definitely loving this. I'm about right there. I'm probably gonna pick this back up in the morning and read quite a bit more because I'm very intrigued. I definitely want to get a lot more of Misery done tomorrow, and there's also another book that I need that's not, I can't think of the title of it right now, but it's a really good book. It's written by this author who wrote The Vegetarian, and it's one of those books, like, I don't know why it's taking me so long. I think it's just that I'm reading so much. I'm really in just like picking things up. I'm like, oh, I'm in this mood, and I'm gonna pick this up, but I'm gonna try to finish it tomorrow. Not my year in relaxation, though that would be really good. Definitely other people could, but I just don't know if I can. But I do want to read a whole lot tomorrow. So this is actually going to be the end of this vlog. I am really happy with it, I think. I don't know, we'll see once it's up. Check out the description, see what I think. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did and you feel so inclined, give it a thumbs up. And if you like me and you want to see more of me, hit that like and subscribe button, you know? Wait. Hit like the video, hit the subscribe, and ring that bell to be notified every single time I post. I'm really hoping to get into a good old schedule now that my computer is working, which means my everything else is working for the most part. Like, well, yeah, it's all working right now. Knock on wood. But yeah, I'm excited to post more regularly. I want to do more vlogs. I want to do some challenges. I'm definitely doing some more sit down videos, but anytime, like I did one recently, and I get really self-conscious when I'm doing them, when it comes to filming them and then looking at the video and trying to edit it, because I tend to open my mouth quite a bit, because I know that I can talk really like fast, and then when I try to not do that, I talk really slow and I open my mouth really big. So sorry, but I really want to do a series of videos where I'm trying to convince people to read my favorite books, and I'd probably do like three for like each video. I say like too much too, but yeah. If there's anything you would like to see from me, or that you have any recommendations of like books or just like videos that are good that you like, let me know in the comments below, and like if you want to, and subscribe and ring that bell to be notified every single time I post. And I already said it, but I thought I'd say it again just in case. I hope you have a wonderful day, and if you're seeing this before bed, I hope you have a wonderful night's sleep, and I wish you the best. Bye.